Okay. What's up, everybody? Good to see everyone. It's good to see everyone. And of course, like I said yesterday, we went live here at the vape shop. If the internet would be perfectly working, that I would not have a single fucking drop of frames or anything like that. And what do you know? Lo and behold, as I said, we have a perfect stream going here across the board. We are live on Rumble, Kick, and YouTube. So I know I've been trying to think about what it could be, honestly. Like, and I've had everybody turn off like the Wi-Fi the other day, like I did before. That didn't help. Like, it just was legit. And that's the thing too, though, is that even through the LAN, it was still dropping frames just like that. Like, as soon as it would stay connected, boom, drop frames. Right now, we are live on the Wi-Fi through the MacBook right now. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to be bringing the laptop with me so we can actually game and do all this stuff at the same time while we're here at the vape shop. So we'll do a little cyberpunk stuff like that. We'll be able to do multiplayer games because I need to be able to pause the game if customers come in, so forth, so on, chat. So otherwise, I would do something like, Helldivers or something like that. But we're gonna do some cyberpunk tomorrow. It's Outer Worlds. That's what my two games I'm gonna be choosing to play tomorrow for the stream. But yeah, honestly though, guys, it's fucking ridiculous that at the house I'm literally getting to the point where I can't even fucking go live anymore, and I have to go live from the vape shop. So hoping that we can get things go, better for it here then, so we can keep the store going, and I can continue to do so until we can get the internet changed or at the house. Because quite honestly, dude, this is just ridiculous. And consider that it's going well so far right off the bat, tomorrow when I get in, it's so fucking annoying. I don't know why anybody thinks that sounds so cool. That is so fucking stupid and annoying. Like, again, in the words of fucking South Park, you know what I mean. I'm just gonna leave it at that because I don't want to get fucking canceled because somebody's gonna get all butthurt for me saying the word. But yeah, you all know what I want to fucking call the fucking Harley Rider. That's fucking weird. Do you even have Starlink? Because like I would think that it would only have to connect to it if you had Starlink. Because that's fucking crazy. You see, like, the internet at the house, it's not jumping to something else. It's just like, for whatever reason, whenever the OBS is connected, it's giving me instantly drop frames. But it says it's through the connection. But it doesn't make any sense because to the LAN, it has the same exact, fucking stats that it did through the Wi-Fi when we did the Ookla test. That's crazy that I went to Starlink. I need to grab my other bottle of water real quick. Because yeah, you would think that one would need to have Starlink in order for it to connect to Starlink internet. Nice cold water there. So yeah, it's really weird, really dumb that we're even having that issues to begin with. So hey, whatever. We're live. We're doing that, and we'll do a an actual birthday stream tomorrow. Because tomorrow is my actual birthday. I turn 33 tomorrow, so excuse me, that's gonna be a weird one. It's kind of crazy to think that I'm gonna be turning fucking 33. I'm not gonna lie. There was a point when I was younger that I never thought I would make it to my 30s. And I'm not even joking. It was just because of the life that I was living, how crazy life was going, how things were going around us in society and stuff. I just never thought I'd make the 30, let alone be 33, So it's insane to think that that's how close we are. Tomorrow is 33, man. That's insane. But with that being said, I got a bunch of plans for a bunch of content, everything like that to be rolling out here soon. It's just been, again, really hard to get things going here whenever, like, the motivation level is fucking at zero because of just all the bullshit I'm going through right now and dealing with. And if there wasn't the level of bullshit I was dealing with, then I'd have more motivation. Just simply put, it's just, that's how I can put it that way. And so it's why, there's been a lack of content. There's why there's been a lack of, streams and stuff like that. It's just been legitimately one fucking stupid bullshit thing after another So it's just getting to the point finally where I think things are starting to finally taper down. Finally. So I'm hopeful. We'll see what happens. So I'm hopeful that the next few weeks to even month, or even 1 month from now, that here at the store, everything will start to roll back to about normal. Okay. Like today, you know, we're only about $420, and we've only made about $100 today, and that's sadly how it's been the last few days. And you know, of course, students are back now, but they have until Wednesday to be into their dorms, frat houses, sorority houses, all that jazz. So while they're back, they're not really focused on buying shit, doing stuff like that. It's getting to know the town, kind of getting to know their classes, getting to know their people, doing the rush at the sororities and the frat houses, things like that. All those kinds of things that they're doing right now. You know, so that's why I think we haven't seen as much of an actual influx of people as normally we would be around this time. So I'm really hopeful that by Wednesday we'll start having $600-700 days like that again. If that be the case, then that will actually help benefit not just myself but the store and the whole rest of everything else, and the whole motivation aspect of this too. Because legitimately, really fucking hard to have motivation when you let it turn up and try, and at this point it just feels like, you know, I feel like I'm literally just going up a giant cliff that literally every time I make any headroom, a boulder is pushed right back at me to just push me right back down the hill. That's what it feels like every fucking time I turn around. So I've been very fucking discouraged, you know, to put it mildly. You know, to put it mildly, I've been fucking discouraged, okay? So I'm hopeful that things are going to change. You know, I'm hopeful that we'll see progress, and I'm hopeful that we'll start to see, you know, an actual good side of everything start turning around here, you know what I mean? Because honestly, it's fucking high time that it has. And we're definitely due a fucking win. Honestly, we're due a win here at the store. Like, it could be nice just to have, you know, even just one day we turn around, we make a fucking $1,000, you know, and hell, even if it happened tomorrow, that would be even huge, or more huge, I should say, than, you know, regularly, because again, that would be, you know, a big portion of our fucking, you know, sales met right there. So. ALKH20, welcome in. Thank you for the follow there, appreciate that. So I had to pull up my my kick thing there so I can actually see the activity feed, so I can actually see when that came through. So. I'm trying to make that goal there. It's sadly enough, I don't know if I'll be able to make it. It's supposed to be done by tomorrow. You know, I wanted to try to get to 900 by my birthday. Try to also hit the sub goal by my birthday as well, or even a good chunk of it by my birthday. I mean, we've hit a good huge amount of it. I will say that too. So I know, man, we are getting close. We are getting very, very close there. So it definitely would be helpful if, again, like literally, if my internet at the house would just work with me. Literally, we went live last night, and for whatever reason, as soon as we went live, doing the same thing that we were doing right now, literally had drop frames just like this. For whatever reason, while we're live Wi-Fi through the MacBook right now, no fucking drop frames whatsoever. So, I don't understand that, but not gonna look a good horse in the mouth. I'm just glad that we're live. We got no drop frames, so we can be live on Rumble, Kick, and YouTube all at the same time. Reaching out to everybody, so at least this way, you know, we're not having any more technical difficulties that we were having the other day, so. I dropped you a follow there, fam. I always hate that I try to do a dashboard thing for the person's name. It's like, that's not what I'm trying to do here. Pull this up, y'all. How long have you been streaming for there, H20? I'm just gonna call you H20 there. Which, by the way, we dropped you a follow there as well, to your fam. So, Oh shit, you make music on stream. Okay, yo, okay. Yo, I like that. That's dope as shit, man. That's dope. Alright, I like that. So yeah, definitely dropped you a follow for that. I'll definitely have to check out the music when you start doing the streams again and whatnot. So your next stream, I'll try to pop in, fam, and whatnot. Because dude, that's dope. I always like seeing the people that are making music and doing stuff like that over here on Kick and everything like that. I haven't gotten back into making music myself. I've been trying to get back into it. Again, that's another thing I want to get back into doing. Mainly just because I want to make music for everybody, so that way everybody can use the music for their streams. Unlike a Harris Heller, I will not be copywriting anything like that or DMCAing or whatever the case is. So if I send people fucking a WAV file or whatever the file I send you to utilize for music and stuff like that on your stream, I will not copyright it. I am not going to be worried about it. Just please make sure you make sure to throw like an actual credit out there, whether it be like in your chat to a bot message or like if it's on YouTube, throw it in the description. Same thing on Rumble, whatever the case is, just to give an actual credit out there for where the music came from. Other than that, though, I am not going to be pulling the shit that Harris Heller has been pulling. So that is something I do want to be clear on and disclose ahead of time when it comes to the music that I am going to be trying to make for everybody on the streams. Again, I try to make music that is more like, kind of like, I'd say retro-y kind of sounding. It's going to be more 8-bit kind of sounding. Definitely more EDM, kind of drum and bass, dance kind of style music. Just because I feel like that works really well. For the most part, with flowing with a lot of different, kind of, channels, whether it be more of like, laid back, vibey channel or more, hyper energetic channel, things like that. You can use EDM to really kind of tailor it to whatever you're looking for in there. So that's why I prefer to use stuff like that to make music for the people streams, like, that we do for background music or, intros, so forth, so on. So. But as I said, though, it is good to finally be live and have no fucking hiccups right now. Also, how's it all looking across the board? I know Kick side, I saw it looked good on that side. Fox, how we looking over on YouTube? Guys, how we looking on Rumble? Hopefully it looks good across the board. Hopefully, there's no pixelization, no hiccups, no nothing. We got no drop frames, so we haven't seen anything come through as any issues whatsoever. Granted, we've only been live for about 20 minutes. Let's give it a few more minutes. I'm sure we'll start to see a lot more people start rolling in through here. So one downside to waiting on your notifications is that you always got to wait about 15, 20 minutes, and 30 minutes for people to start rolling into your stream. So looking good there. Okay, perfect. Glad to hear that. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like, it's crazy how good it looks from here versus how it looked from the house. And the only thing I can think of is that either A, I need to fucking reset the internet again, which I did that last night before, going live. Or, another big thing I could possibly try to do is change some of the cords around, and change some of the ports and stuff like that too. So that could be another thing to change, and check to see if that might help give us some, fixes to our internet when we get home and stuff like that. So, but otherwise, I think we might just kind of keep them going from the shop until we, have to either stop or whatever the case might be. So, just because, again, like the streams from here have just been working a lot better. And I like that we have, a very clean looking stream across the board. It's looking very solid across the board, so. But how we all doing, guys? How's your week going so far? How's everybody's Monday? Hope you guys' Monday is going well for y'all. The fucking contact over here dried out on me on my left eye here. What you guys got all planned for the week here? Any guys got anything fun planned? Content you're gonna be rolling out this week here, Fox? Also, we'll see if Voodoo actually picks up 7 Days to Die. If he does, then we have 7 Days to Die to play with Voodoo. We'll see how that goes. So we'll be see how that goes. I think what do you say next week he's gonna do that? He says so. We'll see your chat. We'll see if he actually picks it up next week or not. So. I also sometimes whenever I do like a stream like this from the shop, it ends up making the store like get that much busier. So I was kind of hoping that maybe from us going live today, we'd see like, you know, an influx of at least, you know, maybe like, you know, 7 or 8 more people. And if I could get those 7 to 8 do a buy 3 deal each, you know, that's probably close to a $500-600 day right there for us. And that would be a solid fucking day in sales, which would be fucking amazing, honestly, guys. Truly, it would be. But also for tonight, by the way, too, so I probably won't go live. I mean, I'll try to go live. We'll see what happens. If it doesn't stay connected, we start getting drop frames like we did last night, then what I'm probably just going to do is just hang out and vibe out, play some video games in the chat, in the Discord chat. So if you guys want to hang out and do that, by all means, make sure to get the Discord link, hop into the Discord, so that way you guys can be hanging out with all of us there. So, I did an emote drawing video about our, I record my voice for a video. Oh, okay, doing a drawing video about to record your voice for a video via MacBook since I can't use AI voice anymore due to YouTube new rules. Oh, really? They don't just have you just mark that it's got AI in it? That's kind of a little weird or lame, I guess you could say. Though I will say though, I mean, especially because you have a MacBook Pro though, right? Like, even though it's not like one of the brand new ones or anything like that, dude, the audio sound on the fucking microphone and the fucking, you know, clarity of the speakers on those fucking MacBook Pros are fucking top notch, dude. Like, it's solid as fuck. I mean, right now we're using the MacBook Air. Right now we're just using that for the microphone, right? And then for the background music, I just have it muted while I have Monster Cat play in the background, which we have Best of 2014 album playing in the background while we're doing the stream. And then I stopped using the dot thing so I can actually have the genie effect go on with when I actually minimize videos and stuff like that, or tabs. Oh, it's a YouTube new monetization policy? Oh shit, okay. So that's crazy because like I know they had the thing where you had to mark whether or not you had AI in your video or not in the little tab section there for a little while. But I didn't know if that would just, you know, fix the whole thing there regardless of like whether or not, you know, you're doing like AI voice or whatever the case is. But still, I mean, that's not that bad. I mean, again, like, I'm not gonna lie, man. I like using iMovie, all that stuff like that, the sound recorder, all that stuff that's on the Mac. Like, again, having a Mac makes me fully wish that my fucking MacBook Air could just play every fucking game I own with no issues whatsoever, because I wouldn't have the fucking laptop if I had that capability. I'm not even joking. Hands down, would not fucking have that laptop if I fucking could just play every game, like, at the same level that I'm playing on the laptop, right? So, like, if Cyberpunk was running that much smoother like it does on the fucking laptop, oh, hell yeah, dude, I would just be playing on that, on the MacBook in itself, so. But after the stream, though, I will be probably doing a little Borderlands 2, so I got my external SSD here, and I got my Razer Naga plugged in, even though this mouse absolutely hates my MacBook because Razer and Mac just don't get along, because if you don't know, Razer tries to make a PC that is very akin to a MacBook in terms of how it's built, legitimately the actual body itself, to legitimately just the way they actually do their hardware and software. So that's a big thing when it comes to Razer. So with that being said, of course their fucking products don't work very well with fucking Apple. So, you know, awesome. Unless you buy like specific, I think they have like a specific mice that are like Razer mouse for Mac, right? So I do need to try to eventually at some point pick up a Logitech Pebble, which is like the best mouse in my opinion for running on a Mac. So right now I'm just using a classic Naga, which I love that they call this the Classic Edition when this is one of the newer ones that can actually take off the side, and you can put like the whatchamacallit, the Hex or whatever it was called. And then you put like the Death Adder one on there, and then, you know, you put like no fucking, you know, clicks on there. So, which I've always liked this little feature on it. I always thought that was kind of cool. So, but I have noticed that it just does not move as fast as like my actual trackpad will. So that's the only downside of that. But it should still work just fine for shooting in Borderlands 2 and stuff like that. So, because the only other mouse I use is this guy over here. This guy came with the actual desktop that we bought years ago, but unfortunately, this little shit is weird, and if you have it, like, positioned in just the wrong way, the mouse will not connect. So that's why I didn't want to do it. So that's why we're just gonna try out the Razer mouse today here, chat. So we'll see how that goes after we do the stream here. So probably around like 6 o'clock, I've already spent like at least like the last hour or so just kind of shooting the shit, playing some video games here. And so hopefully, again, like I said, maybe we'll get even busier throughout the end of the day. We did that the other day, which was awesome. Saturday, we ended up getting busier and busier and busier towards the end of it versus being, you know, busy right off the start of the end of the start of the day, which was kind of shitty, but hey, it happens. And plus, we need to get more, you know, on the Rumble side, and we need to make sure we hit the Rumble hours and the amount of chatters, things like that. So that's why I wanted, like, so badly for the stream to work last night, so we could play for 12 hours. You know, because the whole goal was to do a 12-hour stream of Cyberpunk, some Helldivers 2, and some Outer Worlds. That was going to be the whole thing, you know, yesterday, and then of course it all got botched. So, like I said, we're going to attempt to do at least Cyberpunk and the Outer Worlds tomorrow for my birthday. While we're here at the vape shop, so that's going to be my big goal for tomorrow, guys. I'm actually going to bring my little sister with me so she can help me cart all the shit over here. And so that way, we'll actually have her as well, too. So she'll be able to kind of help out, maintain the chat, and then be a, you know, little moderator as well, too, for me. So I'm excited for tomorrow. Definitely excited for how it'll go. Excited for how it's going to turn out, too. Because, you know, like, legitimately, we have here an HDMI cord. So all I need to bring is the capture card, the cord for that, and then the laptop and its power cord. And we should be good to go, chat. We should be able to go live via the capture card to the laptop, to the MacBook, and be able to do some Cyberpunk like that, and just be able to kind of just hang out, vibe with you guys. And literally, like I said, tomorrow what we're going to try to do is start it up like pretty much from the start once I get in here, so that way it'll go like that. Appreciate you, Fox. I do appreciate you, bro. It has definitely been a weird fucking birthday, I'll tell you that. You know, well, technically since tomorrow is the actual birthday, you know, like I said, I wanted to do the Sunday stream because I wanted to originally do it because, you know, being that we work tomorrow, I didn't really want to do a stream from the shop and all that other stuff like that, just because I feel like, you know, it's just not as, like, fun and all that times. Or all that, you know, stuff like that, you know, when I'm here at the shop. So I was like, fuck it, you know what, though, with it being as shitty as it went last night, I'm just gonna, you know, just say, fuck it, full send. We're gonna do the shop stream tomorrow. And everything like that. Dear God, these fucking pieces of shit. I fucking drive these fucking motorcycles, dude. I had the door open, because I had a speaker playing music, and for fucking some reason, alright, damn it, that's what I kept. Fucking the stupid speaker worked all day. Then, all of a sudden, the last hour, chat, it has literally been just landed, like, acting as if there's something going on with the Bluetooth. And it's, like, cutting in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And it's not dying because it's not making the you know, the dying sound. So it's like, what the fuck is going on with my speaker? So, yeah, a little annoyed with that shit. So that's why there's, the music's only goes there, too. As cold as my dashboard. Tell me, man, like the South Park episode of motorcycles of the Harley Riders. If you know, you know. That's what I want to call every single fucking person that drives by here on a motorcycle. I'm just saying, all right. Like it's fucking obnoxious. How's it going? Be right back, chat. What can I do for you? I was just about to walk around to talk to the guy about the lozenges we have here, and he walked away. Because I was just about to let him know about, like, because we had pouches, and I was like, no, we got these lozenges. I was literally about to do this, and walk to the other side, and he already walked out. Like, okay, cool. Dude. This is the other issue, too, right? It's like, you get people that come in here, and then they'll want, like, one specific fucking item you don't have, they just leave. You know, instead of being like, oh, let me try something new then. Like, instead of the pouches, the lozenges are better because literally, okay, a little fun fact here about these lozenges that you get with these guys here is that you can break them up, right? So, this is a half, This is a full. See how much smaller you can make that? So if you only want a part of a fucking, a lozenge, you can have a part of a lozenge. You don't have to have the full thing. Whereas the pouch, you can't break up a pouch. Like, oh, that was a motorcycle. It was a truck. Though. I was about to say this. I was like, motherfucker. I was getting heated there for a second. I was about to fucking lose my shit, chat. But yeah, honestly though, it is crazy though to see the differences in the quality of the stream here and stuff like that. And again, I am going to lose my shit. There has not been this many motorcycles going by this fucking store all day. And now every fucking piece of shit wants to drive their motorcycle. Dude, I am like so badly just wanting to fucking say it too. Like, fucking hell. Phew, like I am getting irritated with these fucking motorcycles. Seriously, just tired of it. Tired of hearing them. Like, yes, I can close the door and all that other jazz like that, but it defeats the purpose of what I've been trying to do, which is like, like if you go to like McDonald's or you go to a donut shop or you go to any restaurant, right? What's the first thing that happens when you go there, right? You smell it, right? You smell the food in the air. And it's because when you walk by those areas, they either have like a door open or a vent that's spewing out the smell. So this way, as people walk by or drive by, they're enticed to come inside the store. So I had the door open so that way that the vapors, as they either see it or they smell it and go, oh shit, there's a vape store there. Let me go check it out. And it's worked with a couple people so far, but just not enough. You know what makes me more mad? Here's what makes me more mad. When a piece of shit fucking walks by and goes, oh, that's a really good idea, and then just keeps fucking walking by. Like, don't do that. Don't fucking say it's a good idea and then just keep walking, you twat. Like, god damn it, dude. Like, that shit is so annoying. But as I was saying, though, as the guy was walking in, though, but we had this up to 8,000 kilobytes, right? Not a single issue, 60 frames a second, no packet loss, resolution 1080p, and it's been going fine for the entire 34 minutes we've been live. So, I mean, riddle me that, chat. What causes the stream to literally, even through LAN, drop when we're at home, but not when we're here on Wi-Fi on fiber optics? Like, what is the fucking actual thing that's making that difference there? Other than the fact one's coax and one's fiber optics. It doesn't make sense. Their fucking contacts are irritating the shit out of me. We already lost the right one yesterday while I was in the middle of fucking streaming. And I put a new one in yesterday. And also, too, like, another thing I want to try to attempt to tomorrow will be, I'm going to try to get some of the other overlays and some of the other things that I had trying to, like, work on. I'm hoping to get those actually polished up and get those implemented on the stream as well tomorrow. And then what I want to do is Wednesday, I want to try to shoot at least 2 to 3 videos, get those uploaded by the end of the week, and then have another set of 3 videos ready to go by Sunday, which Sundays I won't be streaming as much as I possibly can. I'm going to try to keep those mainly open for just, Sundays being a relaxing day with my family, and then towards the end of the day, hanging out with the guys, doing some, like, Hell Divers or 7 Days to Die, just, vibing out and chilling and, doing some gaming together and stuff like that. Just because, like, honestly, I feel like it's better just to have some time off, just to do it like that, just kind of just chill and vibe with everybody. Because, like, I feel like if we're always just streaming all the time like that, then it just feels like we're just using, each other for, like, content. And that's not my goal. Like, I want to hang out with my friends. You know what I mean? Like, I like hanging out with Jayco and Fox and everybody. I like playing Helldivers with you guys and stuff. So it's like, I want to be able to actually enjoy the game and not be worried about making the content. I mean, we were also saying some pretty fucking, crazy shit last night too, so which was fun. And it's nice to be able to just open up and let go like that and just have fun. because it feels like we're back in the fucking early 2000s again, where we're playing like Call of Duty or Halo 3, and everybody's just ripping each other apart, but we're just having fun. You know what I mean? Like it's out of fun. And like last night was probably the best fun I've had in fucking months, guys. Like it was a blast playing with everybody. It truly was. Like we were just having such a crazy time playing fucking Helldivers 2 last night. And we were doing like some extreme difficulty so we could get the actual, higher tier, uh, samples and stuff like that off the planet and shit. And dude, it was fun. It was absolutely fun. Like I honestly like want to keep doing it again like that, because I think that we had more fun doing it that way than we have had doing it the last few other ways, which was just kind of playing it more safer with the difficulty, doing certain other missions, things like that. We just went balls to the wall last night, and it was just a blast, man. So yeah, I'd love to be able to keep going like that and do stuff like that. That's a big goal for the Sunday, content. Maybe we'll record some of that stuff like that too. Yeah, no, yeah, exactly, right. And it's like, and even still, like we still have fun. Like, and even still, like I know he was getting kind of butthurt over shit last night, but even still, I feel like even Doo had a little bit of fun, playing as well. And it's like that's all we been trying to express to him. It's like, bro, it's like we can all just be, homies, have fun, have a good time, play some video games like that. Just because we rip apart each other doesn't mean we're doing it to be mean or whatever the case is. Like we all just do it to do it, man. Like it's just that's just how we are. We're guys. This is what we do. We tear each other down and just we do it as fun. It's like we were making all kinds of jokes. I mean, fuck, when your shit crashed, we were giving you all kinds of shit. But at the same fucking time, though, none of it was ever meant to be like actually mean or hurtful or anything like that. We're just giving you shit. You know what I mean? Like that's all it is. Is that we give each other shit all the time. It's a part about being the bros. Like that's how it is. This group and like I don't know. I guess if people can't handle that or they can't, hang with that, it's like yeah, it's like it's hard to have fun with those type of people because it's like they get too overly sensitive over stupid shit, and it's like, dude, we're just fucking with each other. Like we all make some crazy comments to each other. We all say some crazy shit. It's not coming from a place of hate or anything like that, though. It comes from a place of just like, I'm gonna fuck with him. Oh, this is gonna be funny if I say this. He'll laugh his ass off. Like that's where that comes from and stuff like that. It's nothing ever to be, like mean or hurtful or anything like that. And also too, I do appreciate you guys dropping the love uh to last night too as well. That was awesome of you guys. Again, that's another thing too is I want to get back into doing more raids, actually hosting out to people a lot more too because I know I've been slacking on that chat and I do apologize for that. A lot of that just comes from the fact that like when I go to host out a lot of times, it's like if I don't know somebody or like I don't really want to host out to some random person because we've had that case where we host out to somebody random and it just turned out to be like a shit host, like we host out to somebody, they don't even fucking respond to the host or they don't respond to anybody in chat or they're just like, they're off doing whatever they're doing. And it just becomes a bullshit host, right? So I tend to try to host out to people that we already know. And like, that was one of those cases where it was like, cool, Tuna was live. Awesome. Let's go host out to him. But like, yeah, there's been many times where like, I went to host out and there's not been, anybody to host out to. I'm still confused on how to do YouTube raids. Jaco knows how. Ask Jaco to show you then. Tell him to do like a video call or something like that, or record a video shot of him doing all that to show you how to do it. Because I definitely don't know how to raid on YouTube. I didn't even know you could raid on YouTube. I thought you had to be monetized in order to raid on YouTube. So if you can do it without being monetized, I will straight up start raiding on YouTube as well, just to kind of help out too, to spread some more of that actual growth as well. Because honestly, like my big goal is to, like I said, revamp a lot of the support and really try to build with a lot of people as well. What I want to do as well is start a kind of like a day for the channel where what we're going to do is we're going to go live, but we're going to have people's streams be shown on the stream. And we're going to go in there and we're going to start trying to prop up people that aren't an affiliate yet or anybody who doesn't have a sub button. anybody who's working towards verification, things like that. We're going to start trying to help out all those people by bouncing in there and have them feed live feed all day, and just kind of bounce in there, talk to them, show their chat love, all that stuff like that, and just try to grow with their community and stuff like that. So I saw people raid Voodoo. Yeah, and I've had people raid me on YouTube as well. I just don't know how you do it, though. I would love to know how you do it on YouTube, though. Like, if anybody can figure that out, definitely let me know. Because I think that would be a really big benefit right there to be able to start raiding out to people on YouTube, Rumble, Kick, and things like that. And then I think this week as well, Fox, especially with the way the streams go from here from the shop, I think what we're going to try to do is add Soulbound to it as well. And that way we'll have a total of 4 sites, and that's where I'll keep it at. We'll keep it at 4. And I won't be adding YouTube. For those that don't know, we are boycotting YouTube still, or not YouTube, sorry, Twitch. Mainly due to the fact that Twitch is in support of people like Hassan Piker, aka Hamas Piker, aka Hamas Diddy, Bin Laden, Epstein Piker. The dude has been a complete piece of shit. He literally is a fucking terrorist sympathizer, and yet somehow Twitch allows that shit on their platform and doesn't ban him for it. So because of that fact, we've been promoting a boycott. So if you want to join in on the boycott, please let me know. We got a bunch of stuff that you guys can do to help kind of spread the word, spread the information, and kind of help get people to really take a harder look at Twitch and be like, hey, does this really benefit for my my brand, my career, everything like that to be on here, or should I really rethink about this and maybe potentially put my brand somewhere else? And I think that's actually a better idea for a lot of people. I think a lot of people need to really think about that and think that, is it really worth you putting your fucking, your brand, your career at stake because you want to fucking just not, leave the platform because you're like, but it's Twitch. Twitch isn't going to go anywhere. Twitch is definitely going to be going somewhere. I'm telling you that right now. Dan Saltzman is fucking working with a group of lawyers that absolutely hate Twitch and want to see it die. So if you don't think that Twitch is going to eventually get hurt so badly that it won't be able to really recover from it without doing something fucking drastic, please know that you are foolish in thinking that. Because there is a lot of shit on the horizon looking at Twitch going, hey, knock, 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 we're here to give you fucking some litigation. One of it also being the fact that Dan Clancy happens to watch certain kind of porn that maybe isn't exactly the best kind of porn for him to be watching, leaving comments on, liking it, and then leaving his public profile on these porn sites to be seen by everybody else so that you can see the kind of videos he's watching. Because Dan Saltzman will be releasing those for you. Same with the whole idea that, you fucking have a person who's glazing terrorist and being anti-Semitic, but you don't do anything because, again, Dan Clancy himself is anti-Semitic. And you don't have to have any further proof of the fact that he hates Dan Saltzman, who is Jewish. So, I mean, again, just stating, and if anybody thinks that, like, for you in a second, that the fucking ad apocalypse is over on Twitch, you are sorely mistaken. It has just begun. Like, it has just begun. I've seen so many, videos and everything else like that the apocalypse is already over, that's all this, da-da-da-da-da. It has just started on Twitch. And one of the other biggest issues you have with Twitch with ads is that there's too many fucking demand, or too much demand for the advertisements, not enough ads to serve up. So again, there's a lot of this shit that's really playing into Twitch's downfall and demise. And I think for the first time in a long time, we're really going to see Twitch either have to fucking, swallow it, swallow the pill that it's been given, and wake up and fucking, take a dose of its own medicine and finally change its ways a little bit, or it's going to sink. It's going to just plain ass sink to the bottom. And if somehow it survives, it will only be due to the fact of OnlyFans. And I'm not even joking. I could see them literally being like, screw it, fucking heavily allow the fucking girls to promote their OnlyFans content on the fucking site, and maybe that way it'll help, keep this, site alive. That's the only way I can see that working. And I can see Dan doing that because he's a fucking gooner. So, like, that's just how he is. You know what I mean, chat? So, like, I don't see him not doing that at all. It's one of those things where he's very much, prone and driven by his, his own dick and what he thinks is, like, I guess, good content, even though all he cares about is seeing chicks in bikinis. And it's like, dude, just fucking have some fucking dignity in class. And it's like, again, too, like, treat these women with respect, too. How about that? You know, just maybe, I don't know, treat the women with respect instead of just oogling at them as an objective fucking object, you fucking piece of shit. You know, I don't know, just a thought process. But my main goal too, though, for today's stream, like I said, though, guys, is I really wanted to see how this would go, how it would run and look and stuff like that for the channel today. Because honestly, like I said, like it's been crazy that we've had issues going on at the house when we're doing this directly through land, which is way more secure, and you would think not have the issues that we're having, you know, with all this. So I'm not exactly sure why we've been having the issues we've been having. So found a video on it. Okay, perfect. I'll have to check that out then. I'll definitely check that out there, Fox. Thank you for that, brother. So, but I think right now, let's go ahead. I'm going to go wrap it up for right now, guys. Like I said, I'm going to go play some games for a little bit, just kind of vibe out, chill out. But this was a good test, a good, a good actual show that, again, the channel can be just fine running from here. So we just got to make sure we run the streams from here from now on, as much as possible, at least. Like, sadly enough, as much as possible until I can figure out whatever's going on at the house and get all that taken care of, though, guys. So I do appreciate everybody for hanging out with us today, popping through here, chilling and vibing with us, guys. Thank you for the follows, the donations, subs, everything like that. And I will see you guys back here tomorrow at my birthday. All right, we'll hopefully have you guys all in here hanging out and vibing with us, and we'll have a wonderful day tomorrow as well.